Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to your final episode of this season's Premier League predictions. Yes, that is right. Tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. kickoff, it's the final day of the 2022/2023 Premier League season. So this is it. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking about the relegation battle. The top four is secured. Man United secured it on Thursday when they beat Chelsea 4-1, of course. Newcastle secured it last Monday when they drew to Leicester 0-0. And so Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, and Man United will be in the Champions League next season. So that means for Liverpool, they're in the Europa League, and they will be joined by Brighton, who secured it by drawing against Manchester City last Wednesday. So top four is secured, the title is secured, the Europa League is secured, but the Conference League isn't. So that's why, as Villa and Tottenham are fighting out for the Conference League, because I think Villa are on 57 points, while Tottenham they're on 58. So in order for Villa to be in the Conference League, they need to beat Brighton and make sure that Tottenham lose to Leeds. And that will be my prediction, which I'll get to in just a minute. So yeah, so that is all the things secured. But the one that is not secured is the battle for survival. We know that Southampton are relegated, but which two teams will join them and which one team will survive? Would it be Leeds United? Would it be Leicester City? Or would it be Everton? Nottingham Forest last Saturday won against Arsenal, so they're already safe. West Ham beat Leeds United, which I didn't expect, so they're safe. But the three teams who I mentioned, they are not safe, because if you look at the table, if you look at the table for a moment, you'll see that all those three teams have got Leeds United have got 31, Leicester City have got 31 too, but they have a better goal difference than Leeds United, and they also even have a better goal difference than Everton, but they're on 33 points. Now I'm going to explain to you how these three teams can survive. So let's start off with Everton. Now they've got Bournemouth. So if Everton beats Bournemouth and Leicester City and Leeds United lose to Tottenham and Leicester City lose to West Ham, that means that Everton are safe and Leicester City and Leeds United will be relegated and will be down in the Championship. That is how it works. So if Everton drew, that means that they will be in the bottom three, since Leicester City have got a better goal difference. So if Everton drew and Leicester City or Leeds United win, that means that Leicester City will be above Everton by goal difference. So this has to be a must-win game for Bournemouth. For Everton. They cannot lose, they cannot get a draw. They need to win if they want to stay up. So that is how Everton are going to stay up. For Leicester City, if they win their game against West Ham United and Leeds United and Everton lose, that means they'll be above them on 34 points, because they're on 31, and if they win they get 3 points. That means it's to be on 34. So that means it has to be a must-win game for Leicester City. If they drew, that means they will be relegated. And if Leeds United win and Everton, lose or win, that means that Leeds United could also be relegated and Leicester City will also go down. So this has to be a must-win game for Leicester City, and they're at home against West Ham. So I expect them to win. For Leeds United, though, if they beat Tottenham and Everton lose their game against Bournemouth and Leicester City win, that means they'll be out of the relegation zone, because they're also on 31 points. If they win and get 3 points, that means they'll be surviving. So looking at those three teams, it has to be a must-win game. Sorry about that. It has to be a must-win game for Everton, Leicester City and Leeds United. Now, if all of them draw, that means that it will be the same position. Everton will be 17, so that means they'll be safe. Leicester City and Leeds will go down. If all of them win, the same thing again. If all of them lose, the same thing again. So, like I said, Everton, if they want to stay up, they need to make sure they win their game, and Leicester City and Leeds United lose. If Leicester City wants to stay up, they need to make sure that Everton lose against Bournemouth and Leeds United lose against Tottenham. Whereas for Leeds United, if they want to stay up, they need to beat Tottenham at home, and Leicester City and Everton need to lose their games. So that is how the survival is going to work. So we know that Southampton are relegated and they'll be in the Championship, but which teams will join them? Everton, Leicester City, or Leeds United? It will all come down tomorrow on the final day of the Premier League. And guess what? I've got an announcement to make. Tomorrow, not only will be watching the Chelsea game, but I'll also be watching the battle for survival. You know, Leeds United versus Tottenham. I'll be watching Leicester City against West Ham and Everton against Bournemouth. Those are the three games that I'll be covering for tomorrow's game. So you guys don't want to miss that one. And here's how it's going to work. I'm gonna be watching the Chelsea game on my phone. Then I'm going to be having three screens showing. Actually, no, I can have four screens. Yeah, I'll be having four screens on each of them, and I'll be watching them. I'll be giving you guys the score updates, and I'll be telling you guys how would it stand if Everton take the lead, Leicester City. You know what I mean. So that is it. So that is what I'm going to do tomorrow. Not only be watching the Chelsea game, but the other three games for survival. Because, yeah, of course, I wanted to watch Aston Villa versus Brighton, but my mind is telling me, let me not do that. So, yeah. So make sure you guys tomorrow, you guys don't want to miss that one. It is going to be a special Super Sunday final day of the Premier League. So make sure you guys check that out. Right, so with that in mind, it's already 7 minutes into this video, and I haven't even gone through my predictions, but I'm going to do it as fast as I can because I've got some stuff to do, and also I'm going to be doing the women's sorry, let me just quickly charge my laptop. Yeah, I'm also doing the women's FA Women's Super League final day, so make sure you guys don't miss that. That's coming up later on today. So once I finish doing the basic work, hopefully I have time to watch the women's game and we can watch it together, because that's the game I'm looking forward to, the title race. So yeah, for that one, so make sure you guys don't miss that one. Right guys, so now let me quickly get on with my predictions for the final day of the Premier League. So we first of all start off with Arsenal versus Wolves, and don't forget, like I mentioned before, all of these games, the final day will be kicking off at 4:30 p.m. UK time. So there we go. So Arsenal against Wolves. Now, so one thing I want to say about Arsenal very quickly is that congratulations to them. Like they had it. Like if they would have beaten Nottingham Forest and maybe Chelsea would have beaten Manchester City, the title race could all come down to the final day. Like if Arsenal beat Wolves and Man City lose against Brentford, since they and lose against Brighton, then Arsenal would have had the chance to lift the trophy at their ground tomorrow afternoon. But they didn't beat Nottingham Forest. Man City beat Chelsea. They drew against Brighton, and that was enough for them to lift the trophy. And the fact that they didn't even have to kick a ball to win the league, that would disappoint Arsenal. So congratulations to them. But as a Chelsea fan, as a Wyvern fan, I have to give them a round of applause. I have to give them credit, because without Arsenal, it would just be Man City 100% will win the league. So Arsenal, even though they bottled it, without them, without them, there would never be a title race. So you have to give credit where credit's due. But I did say at the beginning of the season that Arsenal will win the will be in the top four, and I would have thought they'd won a trophy, but instead they have the same number of trophies as Chelsea and Tottenham. So that's really disappointing. But I did say they'll finish in the top four, and I got that right. So Arsenal, congratulations. If you can do better next season, then I believe that you'll definitely challenge for the title. But listen, Arsenal cannot be disappointed, because their objective is to be in the Champions League and then challenge for the title. That is how it works. Because I spoke to a few Arsenal fans, the likes of Pippa, Charlene, Doug, E-Man Jobs and all that stuff, and they told me that they want to finish in the top four and then challenge for the title. So yeah, that's their objective done. So let's hope that next season the Mikel Arteta can make them be Premier League champions, or at least challenge. If Arsenal slip up and don't make it to the Champions League, and make it to the top four next season, then I think Mikel Arteta is the one guy to do that. So yeah, so Mikel Arteta, well done for making Arsenal to be in the Champions League. Now all you have to do is to make sure that you guys at least challenge for the title next season. So it's as simple as that. And if Arsenal won the league, I'll be very surprised, because neither me or any other fans, even Arsenal fans, who ever think this will happen. But yeah, it didn't happen, but they're back in the Champions League, and they're the only London club who will be in the Champions League next season. So well done to Arsenal for that one. Now for this game tomorrow, since it's Arsenal's final home game of the season, they want to end it on a positive note. And Arsenal are really good at home. It's only Manchester City and Brighton that have gone there and beaten them. None of the teams can do that, So yeah. So I think Arsenal's away record is a bit worse than the home record. So yeah, of course, when these two met each other last time, it was 1-0 to Wolves. Since money is a difficult place to go, but since it's at the Emirates, I have to go for 3-0 Arsenal win, because they want to end it on a positive note. They don't want to do a bright. Also don't want to have that same performance as they did against Brighton. So yeah, of course, Brighton were challenging for the Europa League. So yeah, so whereas for Wolves, they're not really. This is they have nothing to play for. So yeah, that's why for Arsenal, they need to end their last home game with a win. So that's why I'm gonna have to go for 3-0 to Arsenal. I see Saka scoring, Gabriel Martinelli scoring, and maybe Trossard scoring as well. So there we go. So 3-0 to Arsenal is going to be my prediction on that one. Right, we move on into Aston Villa versus Brighton, and as you can see in this website, they're doing predictions from on the left hand side in alphabetical order. So there we go. So yeah, so that's why Aston Villa comes next. So they'll be facing Brighton, a difficult one, but it's at Villa Park. Now congratulations to Brighton. They already secured Europa League, so even though they've lost, they secured European football. So yeah, so I think Brighton will lose this game, but I don't think they'll get battered, like what Everton did to them, especially at their ground. So yeah, so for this game, Aston Villa, like I said, if Aston Villa want to make it to Europe, they need to make sure that they're actually above. They're actually above Tottenham. So I didn't even know. So I got that completely wrong. But yeah, if Aston Villa beat Brighton and even though that both Brighton, Tottenham and Aston Villa win their game, Aston Villa will still be in European places. So yeah, plus Tottenham fans don't want to be in the Europa League. So sorry, the Europa Conference League. They don't want to play Thursday, Sunday, if you know what I mean. So there we go. So yeah, I think Aston Villa will beat Brighton, and it's going to be 2-1 because, like I said, it's going to be a really tight game. I see Brighton scoring. Asensio, the way he did that for Chelsea against Chelsea and Man City, I see that doing that against Aston Villa, but I see Aston Villa getting the job done. So yeah, I see Ollie Watkins scoring, and who else? And I think that might be, I see Ollie Watkins scoring twice. So yeah, I mean, Unai Emery's done a really good job for Aston Villa. From relegation to Europe. Honestly, that is absolutely amazing. So there we go. Aston Villa will be disappointed not to get Europa League, but listen, Europa Conference League isn't too bad for them. They'll be facing teams that they don't really know much about, but yeah, at least they're playing in Europe. So Unai Emery's done a really good job. So well done to them. Well done to them. So yeah, 2-1 to Aston Villa is going to be my prediction on that one tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, so there we go. Right, the next one is Brentford against Manchester City. Now, of course, Brentford, what was Brentford's last game? I've forgotten, sorry. Brentford, yeah, they beat Tottenham 3-1. Away from home. Whereas for Manchester City, their last game they drew away to Brighton. So yeah, for this game, I wanted to go for Manchester City win, but my mind is telling me since Brentford beat Man City at the Etihad, could they do the same thing again? But I thought to myself, no, I feel like there's going to be another draw for Manchester City because going to Community Stadium ain't that easy. Arsenal are the only team here in the Premier League that has beaten Brentford. When Chelsea went there, they've lost. I mean, sorry, they drew. When Liverpool went there, they've lost. When Tottenham went there, they drew. When Man United went there, they've lost 4-0. So I think it's going to be a draw, another draw for Manchester City because because going to Community Stadium ain't that easy. For Man City, I see early Collins going for Brentford. I see Mbemu scoring. I got his pronunciation wrong, but when I heard the commentators say Mbemu, I was like, okay, that's what I remember, for next time. So yeah, Mbemu will score for Brentford. So I believe it's going to be another draw for Manchester City 1-1. So there we go. If Brentford actually win, then that'll be the first time in history they have done the double of the champions. So yeah, that'll be a shocking but not not complete shock, but absolutely showing Brentford actually done the double of Manchester City because So there we go. So yeah, 1-1. It's going to be my prediction on that one. In between Manchester City and Brentford, at the Community Stadium or GTEC Community Stadium. So there we go. Right, the next one is Chelsea against Newcastle United. Now, like I said before, Newcastle have already secured Champions League, so well done to them. Whereas for Chelsea, they're in, I think they're in 13th, something like that. Let me just have a look. No, they're in 12th, and guess what? In order for West Ham to be above Chelsea and to be in 14th, we need to make sure that West Ham need to make sure that they score at least 3 goals. Against Leicester City and Chelsea, conceded like say 2 or 3 goals in order for West Ham to be above Chelsea. So yeah, so I feel like we'll be in 12th place because, like I said, I don't see Wolves beating Arsenal, and for West Ham, maybe I can see them beat Leicester City, but I'll get to that in just a moment. So yeah. But for this game, thank goodness for me as a Chelsea fan that it's the last game of the season and on the focus for next season. But for this game at Stamford Bridge, I mean, it's our home record is a bit better, but not that great than our away record. So yeah, I see Newcastle beating us 2-0. I see Callum Wilson scoring and also Isak scoring against us. So, and do I see Chelsea scoring? Well, we did score against Man United, but yeah, but I don't see us scoring against Newcastle because Newcastle have got a better defense than Chelsea. So when we faced each other at St James Park before the World Cup, it was 1-0 and we didn't score. So I don't see us scoring against Newcastle because they have a better defense than us. So there we go. So 2-0 to Newcastle is going to be my prediction on that one tomorrow afternoon. So yeah. Of course, Man United fans are expecting Chelsea to get a decent result, like a draw or win. But listen, I don't see that happening. I really, really don't. So, listen, we didn't help Liverpool, we didn't help Arsenal, we didn't help Everton. So, what makes you think we're going to help Man United? No chance. So, for me, we're gonna, listen. And plus, you're already in 3rd place, so why do you need Chelsea to get a decent result? Like, even though that you guys beat Fulham and Newcastle beat Chelsea, you're still in the 3rd place. So I don't know why my United fans are begging Chelsea to get a result against Newcastle. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So there we go. So yeah, 2-0 to Newcastle is going to be my prediction. Not looking forward to that one. But the only thing I'm happy about and positive about is that this is Chelsea's last game of the season and it's at home. So there we go. So yeah, 2-0 to Newcastle is going to be my prediction on that one tomorrow afternoon. Right, Crystal Palace against Nottingham Forest. Now, Nottingham Forest are already safe, so even though they lose this game, which I think they will do, they're already safe. So well done to Nottingham Forest and congratulations to them. So for this game on tomorrow afternoon, seems like Selhurst Park, Of course, Crystal Palace want to get revenge because I think Nottingham Forest beat them 1-0, something like that. So yeah, Crystal Palace want to end their home season on a positive result. So I believe they'll do that. Of course, Crystal Palace's last home game was a draw against Southampton. So yeah, and they should have won. They really should have won. So yeah, for this game, I think Nottingham Forest will score, but I think Crystal Palace will get that job done. So for that game, my mind is telling me 2-1, but I was thinking now let me go for 3-1 Crystal Palace because Nottingham Forest are not good away from home. Like I said, before they faced Chelsea, they kept on losing all of their away games, all of them. But it's only when they face Chelsea they have a point. So there we go. So yeah. So like I said, even though Nottingham Forest lose this game tomorrow, they're already safe since they beat Arsenal 1-0. So there we go. So yeah, I think Crystal Palace will get the job done. They'll get the 3 points. The goal scorers for Nottingham Forest is Ayuemi. For Crystal Palace, it's got to be Eze, Usan Dembele, also Edward and Wolvertar. So those are going to be the goal scorers for that game tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, 3-1 to Crystal Palace is going to be my prediction on that game tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. kickoff. Then we move on into Everton, part of the relegation battle against Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth are already safe, so they're on. So even though they're 39 points, Nottingham Forest can catch them, but Everton, Leicester City, and the rest of these teams who are down, they can't. So Bournemouth are already safe. So there we go. So yeah, Everton against Bournemouth. Now, like I said before, the only way for Everton to stay up is for them to beat Bournemouth and Leeds United and Leicester City to lose their games. So that's the only way for that to happen. So yeah. So since this is Everton's last home game of the season, they cannot lose or get a draw. This has to be they need to get maximum 3 points and need to beat Bournemouth. So yes, Bournemouth, I only thought they got that 1-0 win against Man United, but that didn't happen. So yeah, so listen, Bournemouth already safe. I feel like they won't play their strongest team under Gary O'Neill. So there we go. So for this game, I feel like Everton will win. Yeah, they have to win. They need to win. So there we go. So for this game, I'm gonna go for 1-0 to Everton because you know, they may be above Bournemouth, but I still think they've got some really good players. The likes of Alex Iwobi, Neil Maupay and all that stuff. So they've still got better players than Bournemouth. So I expect them to win. If they don't win this game and Leeds United or Leicester City win their game, then Everton are in deep trouble. And plus, I feel like Everton are also the only teams who have never been relegated in the division. They've never. So if Everton do go down, that will be the first time in history. And what will happen to them in their new stadium next season? So yeah, so for me, I hope Everton do stay up. And the only way for them to stay up is to win and to get 3 points. They're in 17th place, and even though the other teams win, they need to make sure they also win as well. So yeah, 1-0 to Everton, and the goal scorer for that game is going to be Alex Iwobi. So good luck to him, and good luck to Son Dice, and good luck to the fans as well, and good luck to all over the world that's watching Everton play against Bournemouth tomorrow. So good luck to you guys. So yeah, 1-0 to Everton is going to be my prediction on that one tomorrow afternoon. Right, the next one is also part of the relegation battle, Leeds United against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, of course, Everton, Leeds United and Leicester City game will all be televised on Sky Sports. So, if you're in the UK, you can watch the game on Sky Sports Main Event, Sky Sports Football and Sky Sports Premier League. So that is how it's going to be done. So yeah, Leeds United against Tottenham Hotspur. The rest of them, they won't be televised, so you have to find a way to, watch the game. So there we go. So yeah, Leeds United against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, of course, this is Leeds United's home game, so they need to make sure that they win this game that they make sure that they end their home season on a positive win. And like I said, the only way for Leeds United to stay up is for them to beat Tottenham Hotspur and Everton and Leicester City to lose their game. So there we go. So of course, Everton, Leeds United, and Leicester City will be watching their game, but I know they'll be hitting notifications on the other games too. Just to make sure how it stands right now, and they'll be looking at the table. So there we go. So listen, for Tottenham Hotspur, they've lost 14 times, so this is not good for them. And plus, they have no chance of making that. Plus, I know that many Tottenham fans will want Leeds United to beat them so that they don't have a chance of making it to Europa Conference League, because I spoke to a few Tottenham fans and they want to finish the season with no Europe, just like Chelsea, and not playing Thursday, Sunday every single time. So yeah, so Tottenham fans, Tottenham fans, I'm going to help you, even though I'm a Chelsea fan. I think Leeds United can definitely beat you 1-0 because I was thinking, would this be 3-0? But I thought to myself, nah, it's going to be 1-0. And plus, Leeds United want to get revenge, because when these two face each other, it was 4-3 to Tottenham. And that was a really good game to watch. So Leeds United want to get revenge, and I think they would do that against Tottenham. So yeah, Leeds United will get that win. It's going to be a slightly 1-0 win, but I think the atmosphere will be electric and all that stuff. So yeah, Leeds United will get that win, and I'm going to go for 1-0. Even though my mum was telling me go for 2-0, I cannot change to prediction. So there we go. So I'm going to go for Leeds United win of 1-0. Right. We'll move on into the final relegation game, and that is Leicester City against West Ham United. Now, if Leicester City wants to stay up, they need to beat West Ham United and make sure that Everton and Leeds United lose their games. So, yeah, this game is difficult, but for me, the reason why I'm going to go for Leicester City to win of 2-1 is because that West Ham United are winning the Europa Conference League final, and they want to waste their best players, the likes of Mikel Antonio, Jared Bowen, and all that stuff. So yeah, if West Ham didn't make it to the Conference League and final, then I'm pretty sure they'll be playing their senior team, and they will definitely be Leicester City. But like I said, West Ham are in the Europa League Conference League final. They don't want their first players to get injured, so that's why, to me, since it's Leicester City's last home game of the season, they need to get that win, and I believe they will get that 2-1 victory against West Ham United, because it ain't going to be that easy facing West Ham United, but I believe and I'm pretty sure that they'll beat West Ham. And the goal scorers for me, I've seen Jamie Vardy scoring and Kelechi Iheanacho, so there we go, he's a Nigerian. So yeah, like I said, for Everton and Leeds United, good luck to the players, good luck to the manager, good luck to the fans in that stadium and all over the world. And like I said, only one team can survive and two teams can get relegated. So who will survive and who will join Southampton in the relegation and in the Championship next season? We shall wait and see. So good luck to all. Good luck to Everton, Leeds United, and Leicester City. And I'm so glad that those games will be played at home, because if it was away, my God, it's going to be difficult. But since it's at home, it's a good time, a really good time. And I know, that if Everton are safe, then they'll be pitch invasion. If Leeds United are safe, they'll be pitch invasion. So, and if Leicester City are safe, they'll be pitch invasion, because can it be stopped? We shall wait and see. But whoever survives, I know there'll be pitch invasion like it always does. So there we go, especially at home. So yeah, so good luck to Everton, good luck to Leeds, good luck to Leicester City. If you do go down, then commiserations. If you do stay up, then congratulations. So there we go. So good luck to all three teams there. Right, we move on into Manchester United against Fulham. Now, of course, Man United's home record still is good. They have the second best home record, because the first is Manchester City. And guess what? One of these Manchester clubs at their ground only lost one game. Brentford before the World Cup lost against Manchester City lost against Brentford before the World Cup. Whereas for Man United, Brighton have beaten them 2-1, and that was the beginning of the season. So there we go. So for me, I feel like Man United will get that win. Of course, they destroyed Chelsea 4-1 and they've secured Champions League football. And I said that they'll be in third place. So there we go. And I also said they've won the trophy. And many people were talking rubbish. there you go. I've been saying it because I just knew that Man United are winning a trophy. Do I see them winning the double? We shall wait and see because they have a tough team, tough facing Manchester City in the FA Cup final, which is next Saturday. So I'll be definitely doing a live watch along for that one. So make sure you guys don't miss that one. It's going to be absolutely great. Manchester derby in a major FA Cup final for the very first time. So looking forward to that one. So yeah, Man United against Fulham. Of course, when these two face each other in the FA Cup, it was 3-1, and I remember that Willian got sent off, and Mitrovic got a 10-game ban, and Marco Silva got sent off too. So Fulham want to get revenge, but like I said, since these are Old Trafford, Man United, for me, are going to get that win. So it's going to be 2-1. I see Rashford scoring, probably Casemiro. For Fulham, the only goal scorer for me is going to be Mitrovic. So there we go. So yeah, 2-1 to Manchester United is going to be my prediction. Fulham are going to make it difficult for Man United, but listen, Man United obviously secured Champions League. They want to continue their home record, so there we go. So yeah, 2-1 to Manchester United is going to be my prediction on that one tomorrow afternoon. And then finally, it's relegated Southampton taking on Liverpool. Now, of course, Liverpool drew their game against Aston Villa, and that ended their winning one. So there we go. But listen, Southampton want to end their final game of the season on a positive note. But listen, they still. I don't remember the last time that Southampton ever got like a win or draw because it's been loss every single time. They've lost 25 times, 25, and they've only won. They've won 6 and they've drawn 6. So that's not good for Southampton. So there we go. So yeah, so for this game on Sunday, I expect Liverpool to go out there and just go easy for Southampton. Don't put 6 or 7 points them. Just go easy. So yeah, so for this game, I'm gonna go for a 3-0 Liverpool win because they have a chance of making it to the Champions League, but they're out of it. So Europa League, here they come. So Thursday, Sunday for them. So there we go. So yeah, the goal scorers for that one is going to be Goldie Capbo and Mo Salah. So there we go. So yeah, 2-0 to Liverpool is going to be my prediction on that one. If Southampton do win their game, the last home game of the season, then well done to them. Then there is something for them to be smiling and cheering about. But listen, I don't see them being Liverpool, in the last home game of the season. So yeah, and I don't even see them scoring. And when Fulham came to their place, they beat them 2-0. And so I expect Liverpool to do the same thing. So yeah, 2-0 to Liverpool is going to be my prediction on that one. On their final game of the season. So there we go. Right, guys, so that is all my predictions. Let me run through them one more time. So the first game, I've gone for an Arsenal 3-0 win against Wolves. Then I've gone for a slightly but convincing 2-1 Aston Villa win against Brighton. Then I've gone for a 1-1 draw between Manchester City and Brentford at the GTEC Community Stadium. Then I've gone for a convincing 2-0 Newcastle win against Chelsea. If it's 4-0, I wouldn't be surprised. I've gone for a convincing 3-1 Crystal Palace win against Nottingham Forest. I've gone for a slightly 1-0 Everton win against Bournemouth. I've also gone for a slightly 1-0 Leeds United win against Tottenham. I've gone for a slightly 2-1 Leicester City win against West Ham. I've gone for a convincing 2-1 Man United win against Fulham. And last and not least, I've gone for a 2-0 Liverpool win against Southampton. So that is it, guys. That is my final Premier League predictions for this season's Premier League. The final day of the Premier League kicks off tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. UK time. Well, guys, that is it. I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you that have watched my series so far. I've seen some more views, I've seen some likes, I've seen some comments, nice comments, so thank you so much. And if you did enjoy this series so far and want me to continue next season, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you click the like button for this one and all of the 37 videos that I made for the Premier predictions for this season. Make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new, hit the button so that never miss any of my YouTube content, and click the share button because everyone is welcome to give their predictions and give their thoughts on my predictions, and yeah, we'll see what happens on that one. So yeah, that is it, guys. So It all comes down to this. If this is it, will Everton survive? Will Leeds United survive? Or Leicester City survive? That's the only games I'm going to be covering for a special Super Sunday final day reaction. So make sure you guys don't miss that one tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, you know. I wanted to cover the Aston Villa Brighton one, but I thought to myself, actually, no, I can watch that one on my phone. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be doing also the Aston Villa versus Brighton one. So there we go. So that game, I'm not gonna miss that one. So I have four big screens. I'll also be watching the Aston Villa versus Brighton game on my phone tomorrow. So make sure you guys don't miss that one. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to the final day. You know, the battle for the Europa Conference League and the battle for survival. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. That's why the Premier League is one of the best leagues in the world. I'm looking forward to that one tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic. So there we go. Right, guys, I've got to go, but hope you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, make sure you don't forget later on today I'll be covering for the final day of the Women's Super League. Of course, it's Reading versus Chelsea. I've got my notifications, and I'll also be watching the Man United versus Liverpool game on my phone. So so that I can keep up to date with those games, and yeah. The only way for Chelsea to win the league is to make sure that they win or they get a draw. If Chelsea get a draw against Reading, they will still champions because we've got a better goal difference than Manchester United. The only way for Man United to win the title is for them to beat Liverpool and Chelsea to lose against Reading. But listen, Man United are going to facing Liverpool away isn't that easy. It ain't that easy. So fingers crossed, Liverpool, please do me a favour and go out there and beat Manchester United. And for Chelsea, if they do that, then we have nothing to play for. Even though we lose and Liverpool win, we're still champions. So yeah, but so fingers crossed. So I'm looking forward to the final day of the Women's Super League. Will Man United win their time for the first time, or Chelsea would win it 4 times in a row? Yeah, 4p. It is going to be absolutely fantastic if we do that. So there we go. Right, guys. So yeah, I've got to take a deep breath. I've got to eat my breakfast. I've got to do some busy stuff. Then after that, I'll be doing a live watch along for the Women's Super League. So there we go. Of course, there's a championship final, but of course I cannot do that. So, but I'll be watching that game, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions on that one tomorrow when I'll be doing the live watch along. So make sure you guys don't miss that one. Right, guys, got to go. Thank you so much for watching for this video, another series I've done so far. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Good luck to your teams, and see you guys today and tomorrow, and especially on Monday. You guys don't want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace. I'm out of here.